What's up YouTube? Today we're taking a look at all of the contracts available in Modern Warfare Zombies in each tier of the Urzikstan map. Now the video is going to be quite long, so feel free to skip to whichever section you're interested in. I'll set up the sections on YouTube to make it easier for you. So the format is, we're going to be covering tier 1 contracts, then tier 2 contracts, and then finally tier 3 contracts. So right now I've just grabbed the raid weapon stash contract, and what we're going to do is head to the safe and then start drilling the safe. And all we have to do here is kill zombies that are attracted to the safe by the alarm. So this one's pretty straightforward. Alright, so the next contract we pick up is the Aether Extractors contract, and this varies depending on whether you're in zone tier 1 or tier 2. So in tier 1, 3 rockets come down, you have to disable each of them before the timer expires, and if you're in tier 2, I believe it's 5 rockets. So each one is defended by mercenaries, so you just go to each rocket, kill the mercenaries, disable the rocket, and repeat the process for the other rockets. It's also worth noting that the rockets do blow up, so don't get blown up when you disable them. Make sure you're far enough away. Alright, so this contract is Defend Ground Station. So there are 3, I think they're called seismic refractors, and they pummel the ground. We have to go and activate all 3 of those, and then we go to a computer and activate that. And then I think the timer is 3 minutes we have to defend it against mercenary attacks. So the mercenaries will parachute down, pop smoke, run at you and start shooting the computer. And you need to make sure they don't destroy it.
Boots incoming. Enemy coming from the north.
Okay, so this contract is called Outlast. It's the satellite icon on the minimap. And you essentially go to the site, enable a device called the PND, and defend it from zombies. Many zombies come. Tier 1, it's just zombies. Tier 2, you'll have the Manglers and the Disciples as well. And the same in Tier 3, but a lot more zombies. It's probably my favourite contract to do in Tier 3, just because it's quite easy. I just run around with an SMG most of the time, depending on what my goal is for that game. and you can just sit in one spot and spray down the zombies as they come in. It's like the wave-like modes in previous zombie games, but it's just a contract in this game. Alright, this is the deliver cargo contract. It's the easiest contract you can do in every zone. All you have to do is pick up the contract, go to the nearest gas station, petrol station, depending on where you're from. There's usually 2 or 3 mercenaries or zombies to kill. You kill those, jump in the car and go to the drop-off point, and a helicopter takes the cargo. Now you do also get chased by a mercenary attack helicopter, which is periodically firing a machine gun or rockets at you. As long as you don't stop, you can outrun it. The turret on the cargo truck is trash for shooting the chopper, so there's no point trying that. You can just outrun it, so yeah, just keep driving, you'll see here. Now the bounty contract is essentially hunting down a high value target. That target varies depending on the zone you're in. So in tier 1 you'll have manglers or mimics. Tier 2 you have manglers, mimics and disciples. Tier 3 you have manglers, mimics, disciples and mega abominations. So of course they get harder with each tier. I have a pack-a-punch gun here, so tier 1 is pretty easy. If you've got a pack-a-punch gun and you want to farm some cash really quickly, this is a good way to do it. It's the quickest contract you can do as long as your gun's a little bit more powerful than the tier that you're in. So you see there, I've got a pack 1 gun and I kill that bounty before it gets to me. Very easy. This is the Spore control contract, and it involves destroying 6 eggs. So the first objective is to go and pick up some inhibitor devices, and there are 8 in the box. You can take 2, you can take 8, that's up to you. The more you throw on an egg, the quicker it will become vulnerable. But in tier 1 you can just use 1 per egg. Tier 3 I'd use 2 per egg, and as soon as the egg turns red you can shoot it, and you repeat that process for all of the eggs. The catch is when you start, when you throw the device down and start making an egg vulnerable, more zombies start spawning. So you can imagine in tier 1 it's not too bad, tier 2 it's a little bit worse, tier 3 there is a lot of zombies. So this is the escort contract, and when you initiate it, a plane flies over and drops a vehicle which is called an ACV, and you activate that vehicle and escort it to its end destination. There's 3 points that it has to visit. You don't have to control it, you can just stand on top of it. Any zombies in front of it will get squished, but it's the zombies behind and at the sides you need to watch out for, because you need to keep the vehicle alive. So it makes its way to a purple rift and then analyzes it or something. I'm not sure exactly what it's doing, but there's 3 of those, and then the ACV will detonate and the contract's completed. Your only objective is to keep the thing alive. That said, it probably is the longest contract in the game, and it's one that's really difficult to complete solo in tier 3, but tier 1 and tier 2 are pretty easy to get along with solo. Alright, this is the first tier 2 contract that we're doing. It's a raid weapon stash. Exactly the same as tier 1, you just get more zombies, and manglers and disciples might turn up as well. Other than that, it's exactly the same.
There we are, face down in the ground, looking for one finger and come up with 3. Shit was mental. So stick to non-big.
This tango removed.
Yeah? Cheers.
This is the Aether Extractor contract in tier 2, exactly the same as tier 1, except we have 5 rockets now instead of 3. The Tier 2 Defend Ground Station contract is pretty much identical to Tier 1, with the exception that you seem to get more mercenaries coming at you.
Terminus ain't done with you. It's empty, and I have the entire asset. Slide the body down, strike team. Now, we dismantle Terminus's Ethereum mining program piece by piece.
Have eyes on deliver cargo contract.
The difference with the Tier 2 Outlast compared to Tier 1 is that you have Manglers and Disciples coming at you as well. And of course more zombies. But other than that, it's the same principle. Defend the PND until it's finished doing what it's doing.
Team reported phase neutralization device activation. Vendor comms went dark. Remains must be the missing squad. PND appears intact. These crystals evolved from dark ether vortices. They infiltrate their surroundings, spreading corruption everywhere. Sorry to cut you off, Barrera. Strike team, you have hostiles inbound.
get us there.
Terminus chopper inbound.
Tier 2 bounty contracts can include mimics and disciples, as well as the manglers that you get in Tier 1. I think you get mimics in Tier 1 as well. I don't see them very often. But I grabbed every single bounty contract I could find in Tier 2, and all I was getting was manglers, so that's all I've got to show here, unfortunately. Right, the Tier 2 Spore control contract is identical to Tier 1, but the eggs take an extra tick to become vulnerable, and you will find more zombies.
We sent that squad in with an Aether inhibitor after detecting some cyclonic aberrations. You wouldn't believe the physics surrounding it. Focus, Barrera. We'll worry about the science once before. Remember to keep the Spore, then when time is right, strike until it is dead. Spore successfully inhibited.
Hostile terminated.
Tier 2 escort contracts will have manglers and the occasional disciple coming at you as well, and a lot more zombies.
We're coming up on ACV drop zone. Happy hunting. Your job is to escort the ACV
Confirming zombie kill.
into the area of vortexes. Please get the show on the... Rather, these ACV on the road.
Startup procedure. Step away from the vehicle. Please stand clear. Vehicle movement en route.
The ACV breaks down the DAV seeds, then sucks the vortex into a...
This is the first tier 3 contract we're doing. It's a bounty contract and we are going to kill a mimic. The targets can also include disciples and manglers, and of course the mega bombs, the mega abominations. So this mimic here takes a lot of bullets to kill. I don't have any footage of the mega bombs or manglers or disciples in this zone, in this video. But I can say, if you look on the map, you see the turrets. Those are your friend. If you have to kill a mega bomb, you probably want to use a turret or a juggernaut, because trying to do it with just regular guns will take eternity. The tier 3 Spore control contract involves a lot of running, so it's the same as the other zones, but it just takes longer for the eggs to become vulnerable, and there are a load more zombies.
Broadcast location and render aid. That squad was containing local aberrations I am calling quasi-embryonic atemporal protovortices. No time for that, Barrera. Just call them Spore. Members keep the inhibitors whistling and fixing. Interference won't get out. One Spore diversion has fighting. Another catastrophe averted. Man, saving the world is really fun.
Now, I do go back for that reward rift, but I see a deliver cargo contract in tier 3, and this is the only one that spawns, so I want to get that before somebody else grabbed it. Now, this is another raid weapon stash contract. It's on the left as we go into this palace building. Now, you can stand above it, you'll see here in a second, but if you stand on the other side, it won't progress the contract, so you need to be close to the safe. So you stand up here, all the zombies climb up in front of you, and you need to be this side for it to progress the contract. This is the Outlast contract in tier 3. There are only 2 that spawn, so one is at this palace building and another is at the plaza building. So unlike the raid weapon stash contract, you can be wherever you want to be in this building. You don't have to be close to the device. So usually you go through the main door, hop up on the right, and all the zombies climb up on the left, but they don't climb up on the right. So you'll see once I activate this device, I'll climb up behind me. And the zombies, for some reason, they used to, but they don't anymore, climb up this way. So they climb up on the opposite side, and then they come towards you from the left through that archway there on the left.
Mission level playing field. Changing back.
So this is the deliver cargo contract in tier 3, it's the only one there is, and I picked it up before looting the reward rift from my previous contract because it's so popular. So we're going to loot this reward rift, run over to the gas station and grab the whip, drive it to the destination, and that's that. And in case you're wondering, there are no mercenaries in tier 3, so we will not find the Aether Extractors contract or the defend ground station contract in tier 3. So there's 8 contracts in total, and only 6 of them can be found in tier 3.